When I was younger, I was always into fitness. I was always trying to be the best one in the team. Always trying to be the best of my ability. Always trying my hardest. And then, when it got to secondary school, the hormones kicked in and I became fat. Yes guys, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be my 1 year body transformation and how I went from a fat little kid to a muscular madman. So I'm just going to explain the mental side of it and the physical side of it and what my obstacles were. As a little kid, I was always playing sports. I got loads of awards. I got loads of SSCO awards. Unfortunately, they're not around anymore, RIP. But yeah, I used to do loads of sports. I used to play football, rugby, tennis, basketball, anything I could get my hands on because I was such a physical kid. But throughout my years, I was always loving eating food. I just loved, oh, look at that burger, I'm gonna eat it. Or look at this hot dog, I'm gonna eat it. And to be fair, no one can turn down the Harvester Sundays. Oh, they were so paying. But yeah, I was constantly obsessed with food as well as my fitness. So I could never truly be in the best shape possible, even when I was younger in secondary school, due to my diet, because I didn't have a good diet. Throughout my whole time at secondary school, I knew that I was loving sport, but I never thought at looking at my body and thinking, you don't like your body. But it got to the point where it got to like year 10, year 11, where I started realising that I wasn't in good shape. I was able to do loads of sport, but I wasn't satisfied with the shape of my body, not at all. So I decided to start going to the gym and start trying to work on it. But my key advice for everyone who starts going to the gym is have a plan and know what you're going to do when you start going. So yeah, I just started going to the gym, working my weights. I used to watch loads of videos, motivational videos about different exercises and how I can become bigger, get more muscles. It got to the point where I started not seeing results at all. I started not thinking I'd be able to progress. And yeah, it was true. My social life was getting the better of me as well. I started going out, I started drinking, I started just eating loads of food. And yeah, this is what I looked like. I just didn't like my body. I just didn't like my body at all, and I wanted to change that. So it got to the end of sixth form and I started wanting to get into shape. And yeah, this is what I looked like when I started with my personal trainer. I am so grateful that I actually started with him because he's changed my life around and helped me become the person I am today. These are photos of me throughout my stages whilst doing my personal training. And when I started doing my personal training, I started getting stronger and stronger. I was doing benches like 70, 80, and then I finally got to a good build and lost a load of weight and then thought, yeah, I've got this on my own. No, that was not the case. I absolutely destroyed myself in this 6 weeks off that I had and just kept on eating food and I got fat again. I got up to 14 stone 7 and I was obese. Like, I knew that when I was obese and I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow, actually I'm like overweight. I knew I needed to change it, and so I messaged my personal trainer again and was like, look, we've done it once, we can do it again. And I'm so happy with the fact that I've messaged him again. And if you've seen my Road to Photo Shoot series, you will know and see how I'm looking now, and I wouldn't do anything to change it. I'm feeling so much better about myself and feeling more motivated to help others. And I've had so many messages of people going, oh, can you help me with this? Can you make me a plan? I'm like, yes, of course. And I love it. And I want to carry on doing this as a profession, hopefully in the future. So I'm gonna share with you a few of my secrets, which I used when starting to lose weight and build muscle. So the first one I did was making sure I was doing good exercises. And when I mean this, I mean bench press, deadlift, squats, all the main compound exercises. I would recommend them so highly due to the fact that they are big ranges of motion for your muscles, and so your muscles get the most tension out of these exercises. So if you do these, they are a good starting point for when you want to start moving on to other exercises. I started off doing nice, slow, more repetitions exercises. So for bench press, I was starting to do 15 to 20 reps on a low weight, so it was 40 kg. And when I was doing deadlift, I was only doing like 60 for 15 to 20 reps. So because I wanted to activate all my muscles and make sure they're ready for when I start pushing on my strength. My next secret was my diet. Luckily, because I had a personal trainer, I had him making a diet for me, and I can't recommend my personal trainer enough. His name's James Vogel, and he is probably and arguably the best personal trainer around here. As you can see in these two pictures, look at me back then and then look at me now. Like, if you want results like that, hit him up. I'll put his link in the description below, and I'll also put his Instagram here. So yeah, my second one would be my diet. My diet, because I didn't know my body type or nothing, you can easily just look this up on how many calories you burn a day without exercising, and mine was 2,200. Because I've quite a tall and bulky build, I was always burning quite a lot of calories, but I never knew this until when I started working with my personal trainer, and he helped me out throughout the whole process because he found my body type and made a diet specific to that, and it helped me out so much. My diet was eating 2,000 calories to start off with, and then taking it down by 100 every 2 to 3 weeks, because he knew that my body would be able to do that, and my body will be able to burn off the fat storage instead of going into survival mode, which is your body trying to keep as much fat as you can. So always make sure you're eating enough food. But for me, losing weight was my priority. So I was eating enough food, but also eating in a calorie deficit so that I can lose the weight needed. You will have days which you don't stick to your calories. You will have days which you slip up. There are so many things in life which you want to do, which provokes you from being on a diet or provokes you from not being on your training plan. So don't worry about if you mess up for one day. Just pick up the next day and you'll get back on track. So for me, I always trained quite intensely and did my diet quite intensely because I felt like with my mentality, I was able to do that, and that was the fastest way for me to get results. So with my 1 year body transformation, I went from someone who didn't know anything about dieting, didn't know anything about training, didn't know anything about fitness, to someone which is so motivated and driven to help others, and just loving how I am right now. So there it is, my 1 year body transformation. I hope you can like and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content like this. And also, there will be more tip videos coming out soon. I've got a load in the bank ready to be published. So stay tuned and you will absolutely love it. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you can take a lot from this video. So I hope I can inspire loads of you to get active and make something of yourself. Stay safe.